You want to play with no rules? You better be careful what you let out the box.
If you're hearing our voices, it means it's time for It's This Meets That, the podcast where we watch the worst movies from trailer to end credits, scene by scene, so you don't have to, but maybe you should. I'm Russ.
I'm Jared.
You know, it's funny, I flagged that one is like, what a terribly...
What a stupid quote.
Yeah. I wrote it down as like, what a terribly written line, and what a mouthful to say, like cleanly. Like, I wonder how many times he had to do that. Like, who's like, that's not a...
It's not an expression.
No. It's like,
nope, it's not. It's not even like a mixed metaphor. It's kind of a mixed metaphor, but just barely.
It's just terrible. Like, oh God. Okay.
It was either that or wow. So,
well, maybe you picked the right one there. Okay, so we're back. We're back in the new movie. We're gonna break it down. Trailer trash to begin. Go with the trailer, and then we'll break the whole thing down another time. But what do we?
Next week.
Next week. The week after this, we'll start the whole thing. The whole
Another time. Can you imagine if we just did that?
And never did
just do a trailer, and then like 6 months later,
just drop the episode.
Yeah.
Whenever we feel like it.
Yeah.
So what are we doing? I picked this one, so you can blame me.
That's right. We're doing Abduction. Famous 2011 movie.
Yeah.
I guess. So the premise here is a young man sets out to uncover the truth about his life after finding his baby photo on a missing persons website, which is plausible. Kind of.
I actually didn't read the logline. I copied and pasted this in there. I didn't even read it.
Me neither.
I didn't.
Finding his baby photo. I mean, that happens in the trailer.
That is what happens in the trailer, but it also makes you laugh out loud that that's the premise of the kicking things off here.
Yep.
Yep. Sure does. Can't wait to
this trailer. Stuck.
Yeah, if you want the too long didn't listen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this trailer sucks.
I mean, as far as trailers go, it's definitely not the worst we've done. It's not the worst that's out there, but
I got a lot of nitpicks, really weird stuff in this one. Anyways, okay.
Reasonable.
Before we get into breaking down the trailer, do you have any fan service?
We don't. So, listeners,
really, I'm surprised.
Same.
Yeah.
After all that, send us an email. We'll read it in this segment. It's called fan service, which is presumably you are a fan, and we are here to service you.
Yeah,
so, nope, yeah. I'm standing by that. So send us an email. It's thismeetsthat@gmail.com. And we'll read it, even if it's weird. Like, send us an email about meat. We used to get those. Long-time listeners will remember the meat emails.
I think I don't want to give up on this segment. I mean, I do, but I also don't want to give up on it because I love the name of the segment. So, like, we nailed it.
Right?
Like, that's so good. Fan service.
Say what you will.
Like, come on. That is with so many layers of awesomeness to it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And we have lots of other segments that are poorly named. So
right. And we're still working on those. Like we'll flag them, but
let us have the good one.
Yeah. It's so good. Fan service. Like, you get it, right? You all get it. Yeah. We don't have to explain it, right?
Right.
Please
send us an email letting us know if you get it.
Yeah. If you don't get it and be like, we don't get it, can you explain it, please? Then perfect.
Happy to. We're here to service you. Don't forget it.
I'm still not. It's not okay.
It means whatever you want it to mean. Well,
I guess it depends on what you're paying, but yeah, sure. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, don't rule anything out.
Boy. Okay. Abduction. I feel my brain getting abducted. All right, we just gonna get into this?
Might as well.
All right, that's what we're here for.
Break it down.
Okay, this is approved for all the appropriate audiences.
Yeah, the usual.
Yeah.
I think it's PG-13 probably, I would assume.
Wait, did you call out who this band was, the music?
Yep.
I didn't know who it was, but I started laughing because I was like, this is terrible.
I love this song.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Did we hear
the
same?
Good.
Did you watch the same? You didn't watch a different trailer, did you? It's like some weird,
I watched the one that you linked in the doc.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure. We've had miscommunications, misclicks before.
It's this song only for the first 20 seconds or so of the trailer. Then it switches to other songs.
20 seconds. That's like a third. That's almost like a quarter of the trailer, an eighth of the trailer.
Yeah, I guess so. I think it's like when he is doing, like when he's realizing that he's
All the way?
adopted or whatever, or not.
Well, he's a missing person.
Not the father.
Yeah, I guess he's not the mama.
Yeah.
All right, I kind of laughed at the music. So it just maybe it was the music and what we were seeing. So we get the Lionsgate like quick animation logo, right? And we get a close up on Lautner's face there, the Lot's face. And then he's like little voiceover. He's like, sometimes I feel different. The song's still playing. And I think maybe it was that. He's not a good actor, right?
He's a horrible actor.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right. And he's a friend of the pod,
he's
but he's a friend of the pod, but he's a terrible actor. So
good friend of the pod. Yeah,
great friend of the pod, but not a good actor.
No, horrible. That's why he's a friend of the pod. Or partly.
It's like, Russ, do you know what we do here? So I think that it was the song.
Silver Sun Pickups.
I didn't like it. I was laughing at it and the song and the music.
It's one of their good albums. They've had a few good ones.
That's debatable.
That was one.
Like,
oh,
but he pulls up on like a
they're
little.
Like
I knew who they are.
I'm gonna keep talking about this. Yeah,
no, go for it.
They're
sure.
like, they do like Smashing Pumpkins impressions sometimes.
Support the bad music you like. Go for it. I don't care.
Oh my God, good Lord.
Send us an email if you like them.
If you're familiar with the band, they have good songs too.
Well, just because I'm familiar with the band doesn't mean I have good songs.
No, but I'm saying you should know that they also have other good songs.
I shouldn't have to know anything. They just have to have good songs.
They have a bunch. This is one.
Yeah,
they're playing all the bad parts.
Oh, now they're playing all the bad parts of the 3-minute long song.
That's right.
Okay, all right.
It's the trailer's fault.
I'm so close to convincing you to think that this song is bad. I'm almost in your head that deep where I'm like,
Never.
It's a bad song.
No, I listened to it after I watched the trailer, actually, because I was like, oh, I forgot how much I like that song.
I will listen to it after the trailer.
Great.
So,
thank you.
What is the song, though? Do you know what
There's No Secrets this year. Yeah.
There's No Secrets this year. That's what it's called?
Yep. Off the album Swoon, I believe.
All right. You know what? Hold on. I'll be right back. We're going to listen to this real quick. I'm going to decide if I like the song or not. So
yeah.
You know what? We'll be right back. Hold on. All right. So we're back. I listened to the song. The opening, it sounds like it's the opening that they used and the visuals. I think that made me crack up because it sounded just so cheesy. When the song picks up, it's good. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of skimmed through. I don't like the singing.
That's fair. It's
kind of like it's like the same time frame as like Coheed and Cambria. It's like kind of like got that kind of sound to it, which I'm not really into. So
yeah, it's got like a little Coheed and Cambria, little Smashing Pumpkins.
Yes, it's Coheed and Cambria meets Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah,
so.
Which are two bands that I enjoy. So.
All right, that all tracks. Okay, I'll let it slide. So then he pulls up to the high school on a motor scooter. Right? He's a little motor scooter. We get a quick shot. So he's clearly a high school student. So quick shot of high school band. We get a shot of him in a high school hallway doing classic stuff, and then he continues his voiceover. Like, I walk around like everybody else as he eyes his lady friend there, Karen. He's like, hey, Karen,
just a regular guy. Hey, Karen.
Hey, Karen. Regular guy dating a regular girl named Karen.
That's right.
In Pennsylvania, by the way. And he's we just cuts to his everyday life, right? He's good at wrestling, right?
Good at wrestling. He's got a pool party. He's
loves
doing cheers to the boys.
Oh, cheers to the boys. We all do. Boys doing the boys thing. Cheers in there at the party with the solo cup party. I mean, come on. Solo cup parties.
Living his best life.
I wish someone would invite me to a solo cup party.
I know. I never got invited either. Well, until college.
Yeah, until college. And we cut to black, which, by the way, there's many cuts to black in this trailer, and it's whatever. I don't know.
I think my assumption is they were just like, why transition?
Yeah.
Like they were just sitting around a room being like, you know what? This is hard.
You know what? They're like
just
it. It's just
black card in the middle.
Cut to black, and then next thing. Genius.
Easy
I love
peasy.
It. Easy peasy.
Yeah, don't reinvent the wheel. Just fade to black.
Just fade to black. So we get the cut to black, and we get the voiceover, like him still going, right? Inside, I feel like a stranger in my own life, right? And then as he's like looking at a childhood photo of himself, and it cuts to black again. And then we get a phone call from Karen. All right. She's like, hey, Nathan, I have something you should see. And we cut back to the Lot Palace there, the Nathan Palace. And they're hanging out just working on their MacBook Pros very visibly.
Just good Apple branding. Yeah.
Good. Sometimes you just got to really have the 18-inch MacBook Pros side by side.
Yeah. Nathan's is like kind of egregious. Yeah. Like she's working on like a regular size computer, but
It's just
He's got like
the 25-inch laptop.
$5,000. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like,
At the time, too, that probably weighed 15 pounds.
oh, absolutely. 2011. He's got the shirt on and everything. So then she's like, I found this site that shows you what missing kids look like today.
Yeah.
Now, that's not a funny thing. Useful. It's super useful and not a funny thing. But the idea that this is the kind of catalyst of this is kind of funny.
It's pretty funny. Longtime listeners of the pod will know that Russ and I are staunchly against missing children.
That's right.
Well, we're for them being found, against them being missing.
Correct.
That's right.
Correct. Yes. We want them all to be found.
That's right.
Yeah. No, we want them all found. However, this is
hilarious. And he's like, what? Why would I be on a missing kids site? He's like, because you fucking idiot. Grow up.
But it was also like the lead up to that was like she shows him a photo of his like him as a child, and then it morphs into like the photo they found on the website, and it morphs into basically his face, but it's, I don't know, like it looks like him, but it's kind of
I think it looks too much like him. Like those like aged up missing kids photos are usually like, you can tell usually that it's like a sketch, and like, well, we're making some assumptions here. I thought it looked like just like him.
Well, there was a second shot they showed.
It turned into a cartoon.
It looked like the second one when he's like freaking out. And he's like, they're zooming in close on the picture, or whatever. It looked like an NPC character in like, some video game. Like you just go up close to their face, and it's kind of like what is that?
It's like they Googled for like 2 minutes, and they were like, video game my face, and it was like one of those like websites that you just like upload a quick photo and like, this will work.
Generic face, done, perfect. So that's a kickoff. That's the catalyst here. We're fired up. He's a missing kid, maybe, apparently, we don't know, we'll find out. And then so then this whole thing was like, I know you already said this, but then they're back at like him and her talking at like now his desk in his bedroom, and it all of a sudden feels like a promo for like an Unsolved Mysteries like episode where he's like, why would my picture show up on a missing persons website? And terrible acting. And it's just so weird. Yes. And then it like cuts immediately to like this weird like camera shot of like the family eating dinner.
Security footage.
Yeah.
Like why I guess we'll find out.
And then they use the same kind of camera type, but then it's underneath the glass table looking up at there. I'm like, what come on. What are we doing
so
here?
Dumb. Yeah, I think a lot of the bad acting is part of because like it's like on its own, like the premise and the lines aren't horrible yet.
No,
I think it's the Taylor Lautner delivery.
Oof, rough,
not great.
No, not great at all. So then they get the families having dinner or whatever, and this is all voiceover, that conversation they're having, and you got Karen's be like, well, if this is for real, then who are those people living in your house? And it's like, well, it's not his house. It's still their house.
Yeah, it's their house.
Yeah, like, come on. Like, they're
the parents.
They're the parents. They're the adults. So, and of course, we don't want to transition, so we cut to black. And then we get a quick knock at the door, right? A couple agents show up, and they're like, I don't know, did you catch this? Like, the guy was like, Ms. Harper, we have a few questions about your son, Nathan. Did you like see like the audio? Like, it felt like he was overdubbed and like really poorly. Like, I feel like this guy's original voice was like high and squeaky, and he was probably like, "Hey, Nathan," and they're like, "Oh, that's not terrifying," and like overdubbed it.
That guy.
It doesn't. Fit. It was so goofy.
I could see that. I didn't catch it, but also I'm not surprised.
There's a couple other weird audio things later on. I'll call them out, but it's kind of weird. But yeah, so then we got a mom kicking
she like
ass.
Closes the door in their face, and she's like, uh-oh. And obviously they like catch it and like immediately start like beating her down. You're like, whoa.
And then it just turns into this really blurry supercut of just action shots between the parents kind of kicking ass, and Nathan's there, and dad's like, run, and then mom gets shot, and then Nathan's like, whoa, and then dad gets shot, and he's like, run, and then he gets shot again, and then they're running.
And Karen looks surprised too. She's like, whoa. They're all just kind of like, whoa. And with about as much conviction.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh no, dad's dead. No. They killed my fake parents.
Run in the meantime, like while he's dying.
Get out of here. Go on, kid.
Yeah.
And then we get the classic.
I don't want you anymore.
Yeah. Can't you understand that I don't want you anymore? And we get the classic motorcycle, the girlfriend ride at night into the woods, kind of the getaway scene. And then we cut to the CIA briefing, and I was like, oh no, Alfred Molina. No. Alfred Molina is also in this movie. Yeah, Doc Ock.
I didn't recognize him.
I know you wouldn't.
Listeners won't be surprised.
Yeah, that's fine. And he's like, Nathan giving us the briefing. He's like, Nathan Price is a high valued asset. Whoa, let's go get him. And we cut to Nathan and Karen just running in the woods still. And we got cut to the helicopter ride with Molina / the CIA looking for him. Classic, you know.
Yeah. You've got 36 hours to find this kid before they do. And you're like, oh, mysterious they. Okay.
Classic. And then like the voiceover here too, this is all Molina saying this. And it's like, this is another weirdly audio edited, like it feels like it was really chopped up and like kind of. It
did feel chopped up.
Like piecemealed with like other dialogue maybe. I don't know. Yeah. I bet none of those lines are in the trailer, in the movie. And then we cut to the bad guys walking through the airport. I'm guessing they're bad guys because anyone who walks around just looking like that, you're probably a bad guy.
Like menacing in slightly slow-mo.
Yeah, and determined. Like if you see someone like the airport, probably a bad guy. Well, don't profile, but
don't do that.
If
you see someone in an airport, they're probably a regular person.
Yeah, they're probably a regular person. But in a movie, if you see someone walking like this, they're probably a bad person.
That's right.
That's right. To clarify, not real life. Yikes. Oh boy. Let's move on. And then we get the Lautner here, Nathan. He's like, suddenly everyone around me is dying. And then we get a quick shot of Karen.
A little dramatic. It's just your parents.
So far, just your parents. So is Karen dead yet?
Relax, kiddo.
Yeah. You're not that important. And then there's like a super quick shot, like after he says there's like a super like fast cut shot of like, I can barely even see it, but look like a SWAT team of some sort breaking into a house, killing people, but I don't know who.
Could be anyone.
Could have been anyone, really.
Yeah. And then the rest of his family. I don't know.
And then we cut to the extended family. Yeah. The second cousin's got to go too. And we cut to a hospital with balloons.
That's right.
Because mom or dad, I bet, survived.
Could be.
Right.
Not for long.
Not for long. I also think the house explodes though, because they jump in the pool and whatever, figure it out later. Anyway, so the hospital balloons
happens later. Yeah. Well, it happens again later.
But yeah, in the trailer, they probably, chop things up.
Yeah. I'm assuming the house explodes at least twice.
If there's not 2 house explosions in this movie, I'm going to be pissed. Real pissed. And then we get Sigourney Weaver showing up. We're pulling out all the acting chops here. Sigourney Weaver, Alfred Molina. Like
totally recognized her.
Oh my God.
Damn it.
You're terrible at this. So,
well, she's in my defense, listeners, she's intentionally covering her face with balloons. Sure. I'll give you that. She's using the balloons as cover, so that one I wouldn't recognize.
Classic cover. Use the balloons. They'll never see you.
Yeah, that's right. And she's a friend of his father.
Yeah, she's like, you got to get out of here. And he's like, who are you? And she's like, a friend of your father's, your real father.
Dun, dun, dun.
And Nathan's like, whoa, what? And then we cue the rock music again. Was this still Silver Sun Pickups?
No, this is a different song.
Okay. I think there's a Sleigh Bells song in here too at the end. Isn't that Sleigh Bells, I think?
Could be. We like Sleigh Bells too. That's 2011.
Yeah, I'm like Sleigh Bells. I'm into that.
Yeah, good okay year for music. Senior year of college for me.
Oof. I was okay, we're moving on. So
yeah, this is when we started being friends, 2011.
This is right. This is when we became BFFs. Yep.
That's right.
And then we cut to garage action because you need some garage action. We got some people running in a garage. You got a car driving in a garage. Just
have an action movie without it.
It's just kind of basic garage action.
Yep. And at this point, they're now attached to the balloon lady. Karen and Nathan are they're peeling out of the parking lot together, presumably.
Yes, with Pennywise. And Molina is like, I want security camera feeds everywhere. And there's a quick shot of like all the locations he's been, and we're like looking at cameras and surveillance, and I want to track his friends, blah blah blah. And we got a shot of Nathan getting some fake IDs, and he's like, "What's my real name?"
He does like a good, you know what? That now that the more Taylor Lautner impressions we do, the more I'm like 2011 Taylor Lautner is like 1992 Keanu Reeves.
I was just read my mind. Way. Yeah, you just read me. Yeah. But
whoa,
why is this happening?
What's my name?
Who are you? Why am I the main person in this movie? And I have so many questions. Just figure it out. It's great. Stop being the audience and be a character. So then we get
love
some
1992 Keanu Reeves. So
I mean, we all do. And then there's like then they cut to like some quick shots of like the audio tracking monitor, and like they're tracing him via the global IP tracker,
right?
Because right. And then, more line from Molina. He's just like, track every person they've spoken to. They're really trying to build on, I think, like the CIA being kind of, bad here too. Made like a kind of a mini, I don't know, maybe it was a tail end of a car chase on the highway. Lautner, again, of course, because all he has is questions, is like, who are these people?
Yeah. And instead of answering the question, Balloon Lady's like, they can't be trusted. You're like,
yeah.
I would like to know who they are.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I'm going to call this out. I'm throwing this out as a safety tip here. Safety tip 26, which I think if you flip through and check out the book there.
I remember that one. Yep.
Yeah. Anyone that says they can't be trusted cannot be trusted.
That's right. Balloon Lady is going down.
Going down.
I mean, Sigourney Weaver. I totally recognize her.
Yes. So because transitions, right? Cut to black.
That's right. Classic.
We're working on it here. We cut back to Molina and he's like, listen to me, Nathan. And then we get a quick shot of Nathan on a phone at one of my favorite ballparks, I would say, so far that I visited, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh Pirates play.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I also knew you have stadium blindness. So that's PNC Park in Pennsylvania.
I do have stadium blindness.
I know.
That's right. I got Fenway pretty good.
Yeah.
Give me the hometown stadium. But
of course, when we scroll down and then, like the camera panned down, it's just said Pirates on his shirt. I figured maybe that would have given away to you, but
yeah, no, I said, oh, that's not Fenway.
You're not wrong.
When he's right, he's right.
And when he's not wrong, he's not wrong. Right. And then we got Molina just being like, we're going to find you, you little bastard. He doesn't actually say that, but I kind of wish he did. And
it's what he meant.
That's what he meant.
Might in the movie.
Maybe they cut that. Because, again, transitions, we're cutting to black again. And we're...
Yeah. Well, and then it cuts to, it's like fade to black transition. And then he's like, not if I find you first. Like, don't transition between those. Why would you do this?
But if we find you first, what if I see you first? If you found me, then I see you first. I found you first.
Who's on first?
Yeah. I'm hanging up. We're coming after you. Stop talking. Then I think from this point on, it just gets nutty. And I think this is where the Sleigh Bells song starts. And this trailer just becomes a nightmare.
I think you're right. I wrote cool guy music, so.
Yeah, this is it, right?
Must be.
So then we get I think it's Sleigh Bells music, right? And we got Karen and Nathan finding a BMW in a garage and like, whoa.
He's in the weather. A lot of outfit changes for someone whose house explodes several times and unexpectedly had to run away. And like,
yeah, you don't get to change this many times. Same clothes.
A lot of questions.
A lot of questions. Yeah. He's got a lot of questions too, but
I have almost as many.
Yeah. So then
Balloon Lady.
They grab Sigourney Weaver. So they grab the BMW, they're in the garage, and then they're just shots of them driving a BMW because BMW commercial.
That's right. It's a BMW / Apple commercial.
Yes. / Amtrak commercial coming soon.
Oh, that's right.
Big time Amtrak.
Hey, that's a top-notch train.
I love Amtrak. I take that all the time. And we get
train people. Amtrak, if you want to sponsor an episode,
maybe we'll do an episode on a train.
Ooh,
right?
We definitely will if they pay us.
And the Wi-Fi works.
That's right. Wow, what a Wi-Fi.
All right, so we got our first title card from John Singleton, R.I.P. 2019. Which I didn't know until I just looked this up.
Taken too soon.
As we all know, did Boys in the Hood and Too Fast and Too Furious, which I actually didn't know that. But
yeah, as we all know.
And it's like a graphic of over a bullet and like gun parts kind of coming together. And then we get our first Amtrak ad, just an Amtrak train doing its thing.
Just a train. Yeah, I think this is a cut from an Amtrak ad.
Like B footage they just grabbed from like...
That's right.
Mr. Deeds.
It's Mr. Deeds, yeah. It's Mr. Deeds Amtrak footage.
And then we get a shot of our scary villain.
Somewhere outside Philadelphia?
Sure is, Scranton. And we get a shot of our villain here, who I know you're not going to recognize, but that's Michael Nyqvist. Nyqvist? I don't know if I'm pronouncing his last name.
That makes sense. Because I wrote guy who looks like Putin, but with better hair.
That's not bad.
So I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong. He was in Girl Dragon Tattoo. He was a villain in John Wick, and he was in Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, also a villain.
Classic Russian guy.
Then what's the next line here? What do we do? Then what do you plan on doing? Right? We get a line from like and then he's just like he's just like whatever. I just need to stop them or something. Is that what happens next? I forget.
Basically, he's like, "What do you plan on doing?" And then the gun cocks, and he just says, "Trust me." Like that's there's nothing else to the line. Like basically it's I think it's Karen asking, what do you plan on doing, Nathan? And then like it's at someone's side, presumably Nathan, and there's like a gun that cocks and he's like, trust me.
And it's like that's not an answer to the question. Yeah, like, answer the goddamn question. And in between, there's like, I think some quick shots of our villain like watching Nathan via computer, and he's like, you got something that belongs to me. It's time to give it back, right?
Yep.
And then we get the cut to black, and then we get that back and forth, which just answer. That's not an answer. I'd be so pissed. Like, what's the plan? He'd be like, trust me. I'm like, no, I don't.
No, I need to have some amount of information.
Yes, you are literally a missing child. I don't know who you are.
Yeah. By the way, apologies to our Swedish listeners. I just realized that Mikael Nyqvist is Swedish. Not
yeah,
Russian.
I was going to say, because I think the Girl with Dragon Tattoo, the original movie is, it's this. Yeah.
Oh, it's Swedish as hell. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
My bad, listeners.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I just wanted to confirm before we besmirch him too much.
That's true. Agreed.
Now I can lean into it.
But yes, now we can lean into it.
You meatball IKEA motherfucker.
How do I get out of this building? And then we're this is crazy fired up time, right? So we get another title. We get the title card, Taylor Lautner, right?
The Taylor Lautner title, the only other title card besides like the actual title.
That's it, right? So we got it's like
or Lily Collins.
Yeah, like what?
Not liver.
Classic Karen, right? And she
just in every scene can't bother to be credited. Yeah, Sigourney Weaver, maybe Academy Award nominated at least. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Who knows? No one can know.
Alfred Molina, like credit the people who are in this movie.
Yeah,
there are famous people in this movie.
Well, probably the audience that they're aiming for doesn't know who those people are. That's probably what it is. Right. But Lily Collins, like that's that age group. Like, what are you doing?
It's Taylor Lautner. That's right.
It's young adults here. So, all right. So this is where this trailer amps up after that title card. I'm gonna. We get this a lot of times. I'm just gonna breeze through it. Yeah, I'm gonna screw through it. So we got a shot of him on a motorcycle. We got another shot of a close up of his and Karen's face because you need that. We got guys shooting at a diner. We got the motor scooter in a Pittsburgh bridge at night. We got Molina running with a gun. We got Lautner doing his own stunt. Whoa, jumping through a steel girder at PNC Park.
You think so?
I think so. I think that one. And we get someone because it looks so bad. And so it looks like me, kind of like, hey, I'm gonna jump through this little thing. Grab my feet.
You're gonna catch me, right?
I just didn't swing. Oh no, you gotta let go. And we got like something that's getting tossed out a window. We got the Lot and Karen kissing and doing some making out on the train. Amtrak
and heavy.
That should be an ad for Amtrak. Hey,
that's right.
Get it on.
Amtrak.
Choo choo. And then there's like a weird quick cut back to mom kicking ass back in the house when she's already dead. We know that. Or is she? And we got a car drifting, and someone's like, jump, and like two people jump out of the cars that's moving.
Yep.
Which that doesn't seem like a good idea.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. And we had back to PNC Park, and we got Lautner at the game, just taking in a game. And we got someone running down a building. And then we got more Lautner doing not his own stunts now, as he's parkouring through PNC Park girders Makes and sense. steel rafters there. We got Mikael, our villain here, taking snipe shots as he like sliding down like this glass window structure, still not doing his own stunts. And then I think that's it. And then we get the final title card, Abduction,
which is on a gun for some reason.
Yeah, and the gun is fully formed, and it just says Abduction. And then this is when we get you want to play by no rules, you better be careful what you let out the box.
Nice.
And then there's like
good line.
A shot of Lautner and Karen running out of a house. I think it's his house. It's a house wherever the party was. It's the party house because that's where the pool was, right? And it just explodes, just kablooey, gonzo. And they leap into the pool for safety, I'm assuming. We don't see that, but
can't wait.
It's a classic jump in the pool because fire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, we don't want to play by rules, so we better be careful what we let out of the box.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's the movie.
That is the movie.
Well, the trailer.
It's the movie. I think the PNC parts would be like the big set piece, right?
Yeah. Definitely, yeah. And the movie will, I'm sure, have much more detail, probably.
Probably. Maybe. Probably not.
Probably.
All right. You want to prognosticate with Jared and Russ?
I think so. I think it's probably about that time, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So I think this is all a setup.
Mm-hmm.
The usual kind of. Longtime listeners will know we do this often. I think Karen is really the main character. Maybe like deceptively they didn't give her a title card in the trailer, but actually she's kind of the main character here, right?
Okay.
I think the events of this movie have taken such a toll on her that she becomes an alcoholic.
Yikes, I love
it.
Yep.
Right. Who eventually just aimlessly rides a train every day to New York City. After her marriage fell apart, her job fell apart. And I think she's pretty focused on her ex-husband, maybe Taylor Lautner's life and his new wife, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
When things spiral out of control for her.
Right.
But I think this is a setup for the girl on train.
Okay. Yeah. And I could see every time she goes to like the cafe car to get like more booze and they're like, hey, we can't serve you anymore. She starts filming them and complaining about like, hey, why can't you serve me anymore? Isn't this America?
Karen style. Yep.
Yeah. Real Karen style.
Yep. And it keeps the Amtrak thread going because we know that
the train
just loves trains.
Yeah. I was like thinking it was gonna be more of like a setup for like a mashup of like almost like a Teen Wolf. Maybe what are we up to? Teen Wolf 4 or 5 here? Yeah, because as we know, Lautner actually is we all know he's a werewolf, right? Like that's
yeah.
And I think that's the thing that
Taylor Lautner, not like any character he's ever played.
Yes, he is actually a werewolf. Right. And I think what Michael Nyqvist there wants. Like, because they say, like, you have something we want. I think they want his DNA so they can make more wolf monsters to become like an army of wolves, right?
Oh,
I think that's why they're trying to chase him down. Yeah.
Huh.
And I think
you say he's a valuable asset. Great point.
So I think it's him, his group, and the CIA. They all want to catch him and basically, in a weird way, kind of breed him into more, wolf monsters because he is actually a wolf.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, and we don't really see that though until the Twilight movies, where Taylor Lautner plays himself as a werewolf, right?
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's what this is. Oh, it's almost kind of like a prequel to Twilight. It's like a side character prequel, maybe.
Oh yeah. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, spinoff. Yeah.
And then he escapes because Twilight takes place up in the Pacific Northwest, I think. He leaves Pennsylvania on the train, heading to the Pacific Northwest.
Undoubtedly on a train.
Undoubtedly on a train, because the best way to escape is on a train, brought to you by Amtrak.
That's right. If I've said it once, I've said it 20 times. The best way to escape is on a train.
Yep.
No security getting on a train.
Yeah, very little.
Nice and easy.
Yep.
Bring whatever drugs you want.
Yep. In the movies.
Not use only.
Not in real life. Only in the movies.
Yeah.
I think that's good. I think we're onto something here.
I think so too.
And it feels like their stories will split as
diverges.
It diverges as she becomes obsessed and starts just filming everything, and then he takes off to the Pacific Northwest to find the rest of his cubs.
Makes perfect sense to me.
I think we nailed it, honestly. Like,
enough said.
And 2 houses are going to explode. I'm going to prognosticate that.
Oh yeah.
There's got to be 2 houses exploding. So
I hope there's 3, honestly.
If 3 houses explode in this movie, this will be the best movie we've ever seen.
Yeah. Can we be so lucky?
Oh my God. Well, I can only hope.
Maybe a musical number. That's the only way it could get better. If we had like a Get the Girl style musical number.
Yeah. or a dance number, like a gamer, a little gamer.
Yep. Kissing booth.
Michael C. Hall or Anthony, whatever his name is.
Yeah. The Michael C. Hall dancing was great.
Oh, like, wow, what is going on? Who's writing these movies?
I can't wait. Now I'm excited about this movie because I'm sure it'll have all those things.
Yeah, absolutely. Now that the writer's strike is over, we can start writing our movies and start pitching them, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That was the only thing stopping us.
Yeah. I think that was it. So now that we're back on, I think we can go and start pitching our movies to Hollywood because we are
Holly weird.
Yeah. We're coming for you.
Yep.
Okay. Is that it? We're going to put the wolf back in the cage here. We're going to derail this train, which doesn't happen very often. So train is still a safe way to travel.
Almost never. Safest way to travel. That's what I always say.
That's right.
Such leg room.
Yes. So much leg room. You can walk around. No problem. Guess what? Why is the train also the only mode of transportation that doesn't have a seatbelt?
I don't know, but it makes it more fun.
Yeah, right. Because who wants to be bound to their seat? I don't.
That's right.
That's that. So
wear your seatbelts, kids.
wear your seatbelts, but not on a train because there are none. So, but yes,
that's right.
Wear a seatbelt. Click it or ticket. Okay. I think we're done here. Collecting all the tickets for this one. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week with our full breakdown. In the meantime, you can follow us on Instagram. It says meets at ITMT pod on Twitter. Subscribe wherever you're listening and share with a friend. Those are 3 things to do. You can do 1 of 3.
4 things?
Oh, you can follow us on. You can follow us on. Oh, I guess the different. Okay, I was gonna say follow us on social media is like a 1 thing, but
yeah.
All right, I'll count as 4. So follow us on social media, subscribe, and share.
That's right.
Do 1 of those 4 things.
Yeah, and if you're looking for more action items, I'll give you a couple more.
Yeah, these aren't hard. You can do them right now.
Got Russ's 4 things, but you could also write a review.
Level up your
Anything.
game. Do 5 things.
Write something nice about us. Maybe 5 stars, Apple Podcasts. People love that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can send us long form feedback. We've already plugged it a bunch, but write us an email.
Yeah.
Old fashioned style.
Yep.
Right. Tell us about your favorite beverage. Maybe it's an old fashioned. I don't know. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's like water.
Yeah. Stay hydrated.
Hydrating. Right. But it's thismeetsthat@gmail.com.
There's 6 things. This is 6. That's 6 things to do now.
That's 6 so far. Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can do the 7th thing, which is go to the website and learn more about us and find all the old episodes. This is like 240 something. So like we're getting up there.
That's like 7.5, almost 8, 9 things. Because going to the website is one thing. Listening to episodes is another thing. You know, learning about us is another thing.
Well, then why not just pile them on? Buy a T-shirt while you're at it.
Come on. These are all quick tasks. Feel good about your day and complete something. You do all the 10 of these tasks, you're going to feel awesome for the rest of your day.
That's right. And almost all of them are free.
Almost all of them. Yes.
Yeah. But then also go to TeePublic via the merch link on the website and buy a shirt because we got some funny ones.
Yeah. And this just in, we got renewed for another year. So
that's right. We're doing this for at least 1 more year.
I like to say that we got renewed. We got renewed, but it's by who? Yeah. That's not important.
Yeah. Don't read between the lines.
Yeah, just that we got renewed. So
we're committed to at least another year of podcasting, if not more. And so you can tell us all about all of the things and why we should keep doing this forever. If you go to the website, it's thismeetsthat.com. It's really important.